I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My Jordan code is chill.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll get a look at the second-year man, Sam Darnold, and the New York Jets as they match up with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, to no one's surprise, Coach, it is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a peek at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
I know I'm not supposed to be biased, but LaShawn McCoy is one of my favorite running backs in the game. Vision, elusiveness, creativity, can take nothing and turn it into something, catches the ball out of the backfield, and runs with that supreme arrogance that running backs have, the best ones in the game. Thinks that no one can stop him, and at the end of a run, he'll drop a shoulder and get extra yardage.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Powell takes it from Darnold. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And here's Allen to throw again. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Allen hands off to McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Here's Powell. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. This one to Deontay Thompson, complete.
It's a gain of 6. First down, number 53. Mike 53.
Got an open man. It's Enunwa. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
On play action, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
Allen's pass intended for John Brown.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They run with Powell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 45-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the 50, it's Darnold. Finds his target, it's Bellamy. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On 1st and 10, Darnold under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
7 yards. It's second down. That's the end of the
We're scoreless after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. Darnold, he lost the football.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Allen off the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now McCoy. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now T.J. Yeldon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
I can't believe you let you play.
Second and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to get this inside the 30. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 or 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. They did turn 31 back in July.
Check hot route. Hot.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7,
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. As you see the season totals, barring a really great effort today, Charles, probably going to fall a little bit shy of 1,000, but still he's had some moments this year.
Plenty of them for him to be in this spot right now. And I don't know about you, but I'm betting that the head coach spent this entire week playing a little bit of a mind game with him.
How so?
You go by him in practice. You go by him in the locker room. And you keep muttering like, yeah, it's been a pretty darn good year. I guess not going to get to 1,000, but, you know, been a good year overall. And see if that motivation increases his production. And if you're able to do that, it increases your chances of winning.
We're going to find out. It's possible. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open is Powell. That's complete.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Got three down.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. To throw on 3rd down, Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And this one caught by Beasley. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
And he finds Beasley complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, you'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here now, Roberts. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And able to find John Brown. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Allen now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going for the deep ball. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
1st down, New York.
53 on time. 53 is the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Darnold on 1st down. He's got Herndon, his tight end.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And brings up 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Man, I got you.
Now Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Anunwa again the intended target, but now it's third and goal. Now Darnold on third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Bills take over first and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that's caught by Beasley. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 13 games going on here this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Jordan Jenkins on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
From the 38, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Allen's pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Draw play. This is Yeldon. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down by Brandon Oakland. That's a gain of 7.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Complete to Jones. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
They'll run it with McCoy.
31-yard
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
brings up 3rd and 5.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Here's Allen to throw it. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's McCoy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He finds McCoy. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
53, 53, check 53.
2nd and
Switch
10
up.
at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Right there, 54, right there.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the 41, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watch the screen. 6 guys.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, it's McCoy. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Jordan Jenkins on the tackle.
We got 3. We got 3.
6-yard pickup.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Again, it's Yeldon. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's T.J. Yeldon able to finish it off with a rushing touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike 53.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold. That one's complete to Tomlinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
On second down, it's Edwards. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Throwing on second and long. Allen, he completes it to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Yeldon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back to throw, Darnold. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And here we go on fourth. Darnold, and it is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Jordan Jenkins on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hauschka's kick is good, and that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Darnold on first down. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. 53 is the mark. And the Jets first down.
Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Motion. Blood.
On 1st and 10, Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Darnold, and this is incomplete. Eric Tomlinson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold, caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Darnold toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Right there, 54 miles.
Gain of 11. In your face. It's 3rd and 1.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. On the run, it's Yeldon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Shift! Watch the shift!
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Buffalo, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.